Go.
Hello, my name is Jessie Matthew. I'm in the process of making a cranberry orange nut bread. First of all, I start off with having all my ingredients out, which includes flour, baking powder, baking soda, salt. It calls for sugar, but I use stevia instead, walnuts, raisins, and butter. All right, let's get started. I will 2 cups of flour. Bear in mind, this is a half a cup here, so I will need 4, 1, 2, 3.
Now I noticed something right off the bat with you versus Dad.
Yeah.
You seem to measure things out, whereas he likes to eyeball things.
Well, I'm not an eyeballer. I have to have a recipe as it calls for. All right, so 2 cups of flour, 1 cup of sugar. Like I said, I use stevia, or you can use regular sugar, but this cuts down on the amount of calories. All right, half a cup. One cup of sugar. All right. 1.5 teaspoon of baking powder. So I got, this is 1 teaspoon. 1.5. All right. Oh, actually, I can go like this. This is 1.5. One and a half.
That's a nice measuring spoon thing. Where'd you get that from? Look at that.
Oh yeah, well you can buy it. I used to have one from that baking company there. But I actually got thrown out. All right, 1 teaspoon of salt. 1 teaspoon. Teaspoon of salt, and 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. This is a baking soda.
So for those of you wondering, what is she looking at? Now, if you look at her recipe, it may look like, hey, she just got that off the computer. She's printing out. We have to remember, it's been a family recipe for how many years, Ma?
Oh, God. I want to say probably 25 years anyways.
Yeah, 25 years. Now, she just have to remind herself, because it's not like she cooks this every week. So how often do we do this? Maybe twice a year?
That's
3
about
times?
it. Twice a year. Easter and Christmas. Sometimes Thanksgiving. All right. They say to sift all the dry ingredients, but I just use a whip and just go through it. And that is the same thing as sifting it. All right, now comes the fat pot. I take a 1/4 cup. It can either be shortening or butter, softened. I use butter.
Now, is this salted or unsalted butter?
Salted butter. All right. And then I use a wooden spoon. I like a wooden spoon. Some people use, I don't know, different things. I just use that. I just take a fork and just blend in my butter with the flour mixture. Just until it's blended well. they would say like pea pods, but anyways.
Pea pods.
Oh, peeled peas.
Oh, okay.
All right. So that's done. Then we add 1 beaten egg. There's an egg. There's another fork here. And I just beaten it just a little bit. Pour it in. Okay, and now I add, it says 1 teaspoon of orange peel. If you would have used the dried orange peel, which you can get into a spice, but you're going to pay $5-6 for a little bottle. What I do is I take an orange and I grate it. I leave the orange in room temperature, and then I just grate it. You don't have to use this. You can use a regular grater if you want. And then I just grab my teaspoon of orange rind. See that?
Simple enough.
And it smells a lot better.
You can smell it throughout the whole house. There's no question about that.
All right. So then I take my measuring spoon and I just grab a teaspoon out of there. Or even if you use a little bit more, it won't hurt it.
Will it make it more, what, tangy or zesty or whatever?
Yeah, it will. Now, if you would have used the, like I said, if you would have used the dry one, you would have mixed it with your dry mixture. Now, I can't open this. Wait a minute. Pause it. It calls for 3/4 cup of orange juice. What's this? Quarter. Okay. It's 1/4 cup, so I use 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. Now, I use already made orange juice, but you can buy the frozen orange juice, make it yourself, and use that also. All right, gently mix together until moistened. Sometimes, depending on the temperature or the humidity in the house, you might have to put a little bit more orange juice. Don't be surprised. As you can see, I need a little bit more today.
What's telling us that we need more?
Because it's not moist enough. As you can see that.
Let's see if we can see the difference after you do this. So that's right now, and we'll come back out.
I still need more. A little bit more.
This is good. So now people know that recipes aren't always exactly as followed.
No. All right. All right. Yeah, that's gonna be better. See this? How it's nice and mixed and smoother. See?
Mm-hmm.
All right, now we're almost done. I add 1.5 cups of raisins. Pause it a minute and look at you.
Oh, all right. So it's been cooking for what, about 65 minutes?
70, give or take.
70 minutes, and we just took it out. Now, one thing you have to remember is, just like with the pork pie, you have to rotate it. All right. So in other words, if it's in like this, then when it's in the oven, you got to rotate it 180 degrees. All right. That way it'll cook nice and even. So, in case you're wondering why I'm in this video as opposed to Mom, it's because, well, you tell him. Basically, she got comfortable while I've been cooking, and she's in her PJs, and she doesn't want to be seen in it. So, right, Mom?
Yes.
All right, nothing wrong with that. So, we need to find out if it is done. So, the way we're going to do that is we need a toothpick, which is
Right there.
right here. All right. All you gotta do is you gotta stick it in, go all the way in, and then you pull it out, and you look to see if there's anything on here. Which, if you see, there's just a tiny little speck, but really, it's not that bad. So it's pretty much good to go, right, Mom?
Yes.
So let's see. You gotta do it in multiple spots. All right. So we're good. Nothing there. I mean, it's a little red because I hit a cranberry, and then one more.
Right in the center.
And then once again, I went right in the cranberry, so it kind of skews your result. So it looks like there's more stuff on there, but that's just because I hit a cranberry. So anyways, that is pretty much it. Is there any other closing comments you want to make, Mom?
Let it cool, take it out, and then slice it
All right.
with butter.
There we go.
And
So,
add butter to it.
so slice it and add butter, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
But I prefer it cold.
Oh, yes. Although in the morning, sometimes she likes to toast it. Every now and then, right? No? I guess I was wrong. Anyways, so that is our video on how to make some awesome cranberry bread. Like I said, we do it like maybe twice a year. So we got a special treat coming for us. All right. Say goodbye, Ma.
Bye.
Bye. Hit the button.